Well, alright then.
Right now, Ethan's working on the communion biscuit. I think with it being a rogue game, alright. New game for newcomers to the roguelites, rogue for roguelike fans. Alright, so I say let's just do rogue difficulty. Okay. Alright, I'll invite you guys to the game. You there, Justin?
Yeah.
Sweet. Ooh, I gotta like actually turn down this game a bit. Are you gonna be able to join us right now, Ethan? Or are you on the busier end of things?
I might be able to. It's just I gotta get the biscuit into the oven.
Get biscuit in the oven. All right, we'll wait for you then.
The ingredients are mixed. I just have to make the biscuit shaped.
Okay.
Shouldn't take too long.
All right. I don't know if you have the game launch, David, but you got yourself invisible mode, so.
Oh, oops. Let me fix that.
Oh, I guess there is one thing I will have to do, so I won't be able to join. Never mind.
You won't be able to join this run.
No, not this run.
Okay.
I forgot I still have to do some of the kombucha stuff.
Okay. Huh. I guess I need to make a seed for you to join. So it's not, let me just invite you.
By the way, it doesn't have online.
Doesn't have what?
It doesn't have online.
Huh. Oops.
I looked on the Steam page.
Oh, that's so funny. I imagine it's local, so if, well then now we know we could have just done remote play. But which means
Oh well. I mean, I didn't look that deeply into things other than think, this game's dirt cheap, looks vaguely fun, and
I mean,
Just-
yeah.
it's multiplayer. So that's the extent of my thought process was snagging this. I also didn't think we were going to be playing it so soon.
well you did at at the right time when we were looking at what games to play.
That's just because I was,
Yeah.
I was on the tail end of having looked through my games to see what all I had that could fit.
Yeah. So
And-
here, I will remote play invite you guys. See if remote play works at all.
That'll work.
And I'll stop bugging Logan while he's trying to think.
You get the invite?
You said another one?
I'll cancel remote play. Remote play together. Are you having Steam related issues there, Justin?
Well, I mean, connect. with the remote.
And David was able to connect, and so I have a.
He's also on the same side of the country.
This is true.
But we both have fiber.
Which doesn't matter when it's 1,000 miles away.
All right. Well, all right. If remote play's not working, we can try. We could do Parsec. Parsec works when remote play doesn't work. So I'm gonna kick you, David. Close out remote. Close out the Steam remote play.
Okay.
All right. Let me.
Well, I was asking for one more invite on.
Oh, you were? All right.
Send one more.
I'll send one more. All right. I'll see if you join. If you do, then I'll re-invite you, David.
That's a lot.
Oh, there you go,
All right,
Justin.
now it works.
It worked for Justin. All right, inviting you, David.
Right now.
Yes.
Really down. Just got turned down. Nice side.
Yeah, I had to turn down. I have it like at 26 right now on my side. Oh. Oh, looks like. Here, I'll click the title and reload. If someone didn't hit start. Alright. I think waiting for you, Justin. There we go. Oh. There we go.
It's like I'm hearing a memory of Ethan.
That's because I'm using my ones. But y'all can't hear me.
Yeah.
So that triggers the normal gun.
I'll try the fortress out. Oh, you get dash through bullets, okay. What's up? What's up, Grimchild, my brother? Oh, oh. Auto gun.
Y'all have a good dinner and stuff so far?
I had a bowl of cereal.
I had.
Currently working through my dinner as we speak. It is some miscellaneous unknown type of bread. I think it was cut banana nut or something. With turkey and pepper jack on it. So
So many options. I'll do the team thing and I'll pick the rectors are visible on the level map. So I imagine I'll pick the team skill. Nice. I didn't get to hear you. How was going to church, Grimchild? Oh. Choose destination, size, elites, loot. I liked you? Awesome. Well, welcome to, the Fingers of Jesus. When you join fellow Fingers of Jesus, I mean, it should be like joining a family. This whole if you using your gun does use your ammo, not your ammo but your energy.
Yeah, it comes back.
Okay.
Quickly.
All right, I think we cleared this place out. What do you guys think?
Guess
we teleport now?
Oh, actually, wait. I think I recall there was something of interest over here that we ended up not doing. Or not? Ah, never mind then.
Okay, here we go.
So I feel like this visor is just strictly worse.
Okay. Oh. All right. Awesome. Oh man.
I do like me my lasers. So that's intimidation. Energy consumption is a bit concerning, but I'm sure it'll be fine. It won't be.
Okay, what is this forge?
Gambling.
Ah.
I'm not joking. It's just gambling.
Well.
Did I hear gambling simulator?
I see. Ooh.
Well, that seems to be the believe I have need for better legs. So.
Enjoy the gamble. I'm with you on that better legs though. Here we go.
Yep.
My money like. Gun. There we go.
I will pretend that this is a sensible setup.
Enhance big shotgun of bending. I want to see this test. Oh yeah. Got them big bullets.
Yep, that is indeed a gun. Anyways, I'm gonna be right back. I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Alright. How much will boosting cost? It's my only... I'm gonna guess orange is pretty... Might be either the rarest or close to rarest in video game rarity color. Okay. Okay. I'll wait for David. I got Tormented Trophy theme, so I'm start cooking. I imagine the other Silksong players will understand everything you're saying. For me, it's video game garble. You might as well say I'm wearing adamantium flying angel wings.
I did not catch a word of.
No, I was just. Official Graham is playing Silksong, and he said he got Tormented Trophies theme, and I was like, Tormented Trophies theme, and I was like, that's cool. I haven't played Silksong yet, so I don't understand what that means, but I imagine other Silksongers will probably understand what you mean. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, it's kind of like a slow effect. Does this fire hurt?
What did I just do?
Ooh. For me, it's left and right click between the certain guns. Okay, I see. Oof. Alright. I think we need to start remembering the rarity of our items because I think drops are first come, first serve. So definitely, whoever is green needs to start getting health. What? Oh.
Betrayal.
So, I guess there's this thing where my mouse decides to go outside the screen. Fun.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this. This game's control scheme.
I don't think I'd have issues with the control scheme if I didn't have to deal with the full-cycle lag.
Yeah.
Inconsistently, you know, because sometimes it's fun. Give me flashbacks to trying to play Isaac and me just being like, hold on, I can't do anything for a good bit.
Oh my gosh. gonna force me to switch class.
Phaser. Ah. It's got some. Well, okay. There's no way in hell all those bolts are actually hitting the same target. So, DPS is definitely not real.
I could hold that for a while. Ooh. Oh. So I have all orange on all my stuff. So here and out, like I'm fine. Probably upgrade the core. Like any all drops can be yours.
Sure.
So this is listed as a glitch weapon, whatever that means. Oh, he stopped.
Everybody knows that the best combination possible is a flamethrower and a grenade launcher.
Heh.
Why? Because it's the most violent.
Oh, that's fun. I do like the missile I had because it could shoot beyond the normal reach that guns in this game appear to have. Oh, someone found a glitch weapon. Nice. Whatever that means. Must be super.
It's purple.
Okay, so purple is the only... Alright. Oh, looks like health disappears if you don't pick it up. So if you're low on HP, make sure to be a little bit more.
If you're low on HP, it's best not to get trying to go for a kill just to die anyway, so.
True. Oh, you shoot me. Okay, showing reactors a waste of a skill on the map. Now we know.
So then we just need to look at the map. Which would be good if we knew how to get to this.
What a name. Bio Rainfall.
Looks like we got it.
Goose.
And now to spend basically all my money on healing.
Huh. For whatever reason, I just get enough to just
You
heal.
get past you.
Yeah, I took a lot of damage that time. Yeah. The Fatal Fragment. Ooh. I do indeed like this gun. Both of these guns are critically inefficient abominations.
Oh, and also that's right. I also picked Fortress, so I think with that comes a lot more HP.
I think he's also been thinking bits pretty consistently.
That's true. You could also break down your unused stuff. Scrap is X. It's a good way to get money.
Yep. I'm not sure what that old items. actually
It's
did.
stuff that you didn't pick up.
You
this
can hit all items if you have everything equipped, because it won't break down what you have equipped. See.
So I think old items is literally stuff you brought into the level with.
Mm-hmm. Can I see that glitch
All
item?
the stuff you picked up.
Ooh.
That is mustard.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yes. The only reason I'm debating is because I also got that disc packer that's got similarly enticing shenanigans. Oh. Yeah, press the wrong button. Share.
There is none.
No.
Yeah.
No, I see what you mean by shared.
Is there a way to share items?
I think I might have just found that.
Oh no, yeah, there's a share button.
Where?
Oh, unfortunately, it appears to have destroyed the thing that I had marked as share. Alright, well here. In the visors, I've got this yellow visor I'm not using, so I'm going to go to scrap, share. Let's see if you guys can see it now.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it.
Oh, yep.
Where's the option for share?
It's under the scrap sub menu.
Ah, I see. Okay. Now we know. Is that the other classes? Oh, R, I see now. Okay. I see. Cool. Now I know.
Was indeed a nice source of money.
Ooh. So it looks like, Ethan, we're just using remote play, so we took time to download it, but you don't even need to download it. So is probably after this run, I think Biscuits will be done, so we can do reading communion, and we'll do another run with you.
Kurt, did you want this to use this for color that I shared?
All right. Is it for the vision?
And part?
I'm good. I have all yellows, so thank you though.
And I see yours is also speed.
Mm-hmm. All right. right. Hmm.
It's line on the loot.
That's all. So I say this one because its size is the smallest, so we'll do the least amount of travel.
Well,
Okay.
I chose option 4.
What was our
I guess
option
it
4?
doesn't matter. Yes.
Yeah, see, there was option 4. Oh. Ah, I stepped on the escalator. That's what happened.
Alright. The things are shareable.
Right. Now is there a dash across again?
Not having legs in escalator seems to matter awfully a lot.
No, the cluster gun might be the thing that's that's got the glitch power, but this rocket launcher sure seems like the better weapon.
Yeah, this is a long range rocket because it was like one of my very first weapons, and it was the scope of its range was nice.
Yeah, the rockets can go quite a ways, and by the time the enemy can see you barely have time to dodge. So shooting off screen seems kind of important to you. Maybe we can go this way.
Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh. Don't mind me,
Trade
just
again
clicking
by your
off
mouse.
screen. Don't mind me.
Just don't lose your mouse for it.
Yeah, next run I'm definitely equipping, I said equipping my controller, using my controller.
Equipping your controller, sure.
That's a bomb.
Alright. Alright, sharing a yellow transport item.
That's unfortunately.
No, actually, I'll have that equipped. Oh.
Oh, already fully boosted my rocket launcher. Alright. Can't say I'm surprised.
Oh, that'll switch me to a rampage. I see.
Here we go. Bad.
It looks like choosing separate classes would be better for a long run, especially since we could share. Because I'm getting like, this is for another class. Ooh, this one leaves fire. Great fat afterburner of hairy breakfast. What a name.
Randomly generated.
Oh, I'm glad this game wasn't expensive, because this is fun enough. I'm not sure if this one wants to do regularly.
Oh, of course. For me, I'm already feeling like this is a great one-time Great Tuesday game. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Oh. Oh, got moves. Man, can we disable map shaking, please? After this, I want to check options, see if there's anything to make our life easier. Cause
Like, I would be fine with the screen shake if it wasn't nearly as bad and it didn't kill the pepper. It's really hard to see.
yeah, it's just, well, yeah, it's a screen shake that is like,
If you're a local person that's fine with that type of motion sickness. It's bad for other reasons.
yeah, thank you for the game, David.
Yeah.
It was a nice exploration. They went really hard on the screen shake though.
What is he up to?
I'm really glad we got this for $2 and not 20.
Yeah. He is. I don't know what he's up to. What are you up to, Ethan? He says, I'm just chilling.
He won't even speak to us.
Or sorry, I'm seeing there's options. Oh, hello there.
What
There's
happened to your
specials,
headphones,
alts.
Ethan?
I have no idea. It's really sensitive. Alright, how about
Like the other pair of headphones you were using before. Okay.
Sorry, I did not hear that.
He's using like earbuds right now.
Yeah.
And he's using his phone earbuds. He's using Discord on the phone. So he's
Why is he on the phone?
he's just
Just
embracing the curse, that's all. Oh my.
Hello?
Hello. Hey, Logan.
Hello?
Almost got into the thing.
So good to hear from you. How are you, Logan? He's doing silence. Any way to get to randomly roll a purple? Or has it only been rares we've seen?
Given that purple specifically show up in that
Type of map?
big glitch context,
Yeah.
I don't think we can just roll those.
Yep.
We've only seen the one so far. These are significantly better floater.
So
Wow,
what I've been hearing
their
is
health
that game
really
is
depends on
broken
your
so far.
legs.
Sorry. Robot. What's this? Robot primer. Oh.
No.
I see.
Tutorial.
Tutorial. Okay. Sorry. What was your question,
Are you guys
Logan?
are you guys not liking that game? Or what?
It's alright.
Yeah. There's a
Option 3 again.
option 3.
Oh, cool.
Is
R.
that R?
It says it's free.
It's true.
Reroll options.
There it
How
is.
do I?
Oh,
Here we go.
that's what we're looking for.
They're going to kill us, but they're also going to pay us.
I'm really hoping I can disable game shaking because it's like trying to keep track of myself and then the whole like screen is shaking is very disorienting for me.
Well, at least it's mentally stimulating, right? Wrong couple.
Yes, walk in my fires. Looks like you're stuck with the skill that you selected at the very beginning.
I'm confused. Justin, why did you want to play with me so badly?
Because you, every single other time you are playing, and you're like, you never invite me.
Well, we won't even
Also-
be able to play that long. Maybe like half of our run.
Justin has the whole day.
What's that?
Justin's a free man. He has the whole day.
Isn't he playing games with you guys?
Oh, I thought I was talking about in general.
No. He invited me like a little.
Well, yes, because that's the only time you actually hopped online.
What, last night?
Today.
Thought that was going to be a bit higher loot.
Same here.
Oh yeah, but
I
I
saw
just
anything of note.
pretty nut synergy. I have C-section and soy milk, and I have Mega Mush.
That would have been a very confusing statement if I didn't know what game we were playing.
True.
Man, I know what game you're playing, and I'm still confused.
But I'm just sending a bunch of babies to kill big boys.
Not babies. Fetuses specifically. We are the babies.
He just needs
I
it.
mean, yeah,
Is it
fetuses are
Guy.
fetuses are just, you know,
Unborn.
the pre-baby babies.
Alright, I shared a little transport. It's for the Rampage class.
I seem to have landed on Yeah, of the Dash class.
Wait.
I shoot so many little fetuses.
It's also another one of those
Do they
statements
also
that
all end up having lasers too, or something at this rate?
laser.
Horrifying.
All right. That's fun.
I'm spending too much time looking for minor advancements.
Oh, we only got one free reroll. Ugh.
Hey, note to self, don't use my weapons at the same time. The energy cost is unfortunate.
Oh, use both of them at the same time? Alright. Oh, I'm already out.
What's energy?
But I actively defying the advice of my friends to release the consequences? Who would have expected that?
Yeah. I didn't, I think it's reduced the screen shake. You just need all slow firing weaponry.
Where's the fun in that, though?
See. Visibility is the fun.
Well, I mean, like, unless if we, after the game, there's a way to manually turn it down or just turn it off. It'd be nice. I'm guessing you're. Yeah, see?
I am the reason why there is screen shake.
Oh.
Army of fetuses.
I thought child soldiers were outlawed. You said, Logan?
This is China.
That one child policy, they've got a lot to spare.
China, actually, they no longer have the one-child policy, but they're definitely.
I'm aware.
I'm reading a lot of regret whenever I see anything about that now.
Penalizing people for having kids was a bad idea.
This is
Well,
China.
Yeah, it definitely should have been done as something as a reward, because there is definitely statistics showing that social equity and kid numbers do and are, you know, and how in this time, in this highly urbanized world now, it's very much connected. But definitely backfired. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, is there more you think?
I saw something destructible, and that sometimes means that there's more to explore, but not in this case. Alright, any new guns that matter? That seems like a decent shotty. You know what? I'm gonna set this thing to share. Does anybody want to try out the glitch gun? Because I think
Sure.
I'm going to.
I will. I just shared a fortress legs.
Alright, so looks like you have it equipped then.
Yep.
Alright. You'll be able to safely do a scrap haul now.
Wow.
Oh, that's a good looking loaf. Oh, there it is. I love how the response to picking the heaviest class, the higher the rarity of the stuff is, the smaller you get.
This is a lot of DPS. But also it's a laser.
Ooh.
Now that claims cartoonish DPS, but I kinda doubt it actually has that degree of DPS because it has to have I'm guessing this is a code. It's also a code that makes fire.
Yep, alright. Okay. Cool, let's solve it. Let's do it. Interesting, you press once on this glitch weapon, you have to shoot all 4 bullets. Man, something hit me for like a a good quarter of my health.
Yeah, we chose the area with a ton of the leads.
Ah. Oh. Oh, there we go. This game does not let us occupy the same space. If one of you guys are shielding and I'm like trying to get around, it's like, nope. There we go.
Hitbox version.
We have weapons that can tear the fabric, space, and time. Besides these brick walls. His elite armor has to hide it, the strongest metal known to the universe. And we could tear through it, but not these brick walls.
Well, you see, yeah, the beryllium armor is only 2 millimeters thick, because that's the only way you can actually make a knife to put on the back. The brick walls, on the other hand.
Oh my gosh. Like this.
I just said if we were going to fighting at a mall.
I believe we did.
Oh, this is more subway looking.
Oh. The holy grenade of aquatic damage.
Well, my little gunship is about good to go.
I haven't got a chance to poke the melee. Usually it's a bad... You know what? Why not? I'll give it a shot.
DPS seems rather extreme, so...
See how much of it can I upgrade. Nope.
But you know what that means? You got a room here for exactly the place we were just at.
Alright, looks like we're going to go fancy.
Let's go zoom in. Oh man. Oh. Oh.
I'm in danger.
But now you're like, yes, all the control's mine.
Ability to actually see where you're going ahead of it.
Alright, Ethan. There might be a chance this is our last map and then we can communion it up.
Alright.
There, yep.
Oh, dang it. Oh well.
That was fun. Settings. Okay, let me just look here. Screen shake. No!
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna hit quit for right now. I'll share my screen. Oh gosh. Let me share my screen. All right, are you with us, Logan?
Yeah.
Oos. All right, we'll start off with Bible reading first because. All right, do you guys have your elements ready for after Bible reading? Ooh, Costa Tapship. Hello, Dietrich Bonhoeffer.
Yes.
All right. Let me actually. Did you hear that? I'm really curious. I plugged in the wireless microphone.
I did not know.
Cool. I feel like we, like, Justin lost power or something, because he was there and he was just instantly offline.
Just gone. Not ideal. Incidentally, I can hear myself.
Oh, can you?
Yes.
Well,
odd, I cannot anymore.
curious. Okay. Yeah, maybe the wireless microphone was picking you up. Alright, so Ethan ran to the restroom, so we're just taking a moment. Oh, look, Justin's back. Did your computer just explode on you?
No, I think you said you were done, so I pressed Alt F4 to exit the stream, and you closed it right as I picked it. So this for instead. I didn't realize it until I got the text message, and I'm like a moment ago, and I was like, hold on a second.
I was like, I hope he's not angry. I don't think Justin's the type to be angry.
If he were to be angry, what for?
That's a good question.
If I was angry, You'd be getting a paragraph right now.
Oh. Would you be joining us for the reading this time, Justin?
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah? Alright. Yeah, so... Ethan, you okay in there? Alright, well, I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
Did I have done the deeds with the
This is a great cup of coffee.
How's your bean water?
This is like a really good bean tea. Ethan, you made a good pot of bean tea.
Huh?
You made a good pot of bean tea.
Oh, yes.
Is
Hey,
it the bean
I
tea
don't
that
want tea.
includes digested poop beans?
No.
No, we are
Yeah,
not.
that's probably too expensive.
We are not the sort of snobs who would want to poop beans.
I will have to like give my whole month's wages for that kind of coffee. It's not worth it, bruh.
Or is it? Hey, these are smart.
But what if you were just offered it?
I mean, I won't say no trying it. If you look on the whole if you look at the process, it gets highly cleaned. But
All right, hold on. Cody needs some. He's needs. He will not do this.
and I have a wireless microphone for you, Ethan.
Cody said.
Here we
Good. Boy.
And Logan, so do the
Say you have a wireless mic for Ethan, but we know better. He won't use it on purpose. We'll use his phone microphone instead.
it takes about like a good 10 times for it to like fail, and then he'd be like, "All right, I'll do it." Like his laptop.
Oh no, I'm waiting for that thing to really just completely die. And it's close. It's getting there. I
thought
think
you said you
another
couldn't
year
hurt
of
it.
use and it'll be toast.
Also, we still need to finish our Mario before you lose your computer.
That's true. Unless I move it over to the external hard drive.
You say that, but would you?
Will I? Perhaps.
Is the bottle mine? I enjoy drinking from the bottle.
You want the bottle?
I want
I
the
made
bottle.
this. There's like quite a bit. You want the
Sure.
bottle?
In future, I find that I enjoy the sensation of drinking.
Hold
from
on.
the bottle.
I gotcha.
That's too much work. They're waiting. Let's start.
It's not that much work.
Wait, how much creamer does Corey put into his coffee?
I drink it black, bro. Most of the time.
I have no idea what he just said.
I
You
drink
said
it.
words.
I drink it black, bro. Most of the time.
Ah, so you're just so bitter in life that you have to drink a equally bitter coffee.
Let's not talk about it.
That's why
It's
I
all
had to
Augie.
ask you, because I was like, if you put a bunch of creamer in it, that joke wouldn't work.
You also could say, if I put a bunch of creamer in it, that I'm trying to mask my life. Like masking the taste of coffee. I'm trying to have a Dutch Bros existence.
Oh.
A Dutch Bros existence. I don't know if Dutch Bros would be appropriate. That'd be a poor life.
Well, it's, I mean, like a Dutch Bros existence,
Almost
like
as bad as Starbucks would be.
it's like you sure you like lattes, but really you like milk.
No, I'm saying it's a poor life because they're like $5 in coffee.
Oh, it's true. It's expensive.
They're not even boutique enough to justify it.
Coffee is an important flavor to mochas. They would be lesser without the coffee. But I'm not going to pretend that coffee is the primary ingredient.
Yes.
I think it was like a couple days ago. I did a poor man's mocha where there is like I was given a packet of instant hot cocoa, and so I just did that with my drip coffee. Not too bad.
And I do
There's
that pretty
nothing
often.
wrong with that.
It's much better if you add about half the volume of coffee in milk.
I was like, this is not doing too well. So I added actually some hazelnut creamer, sugar-free hazelnut creamer, and it actually was a quite delicious cup.
I can see that working as well. But yeah, you get 2 parts coffee, 1 part milk with a packet or equivalent of hot chocolate mix.
Alright.
I find that pretty good.
Thank you,
Us-
Ethan.
A
I
bottle
am
for the
not
baby.
a coffee enjoyer. I'm not much for
Hold on.
brewed teas either. Like Arizona iced tea is cheating in that regard, but
There's an iced tea.
Grab the coaster.
There you go. You can put it right here if you want to. You can.
which is true.
This is a coaster. This mouse pad is pretty much a large coaster in itself.
And I don't enjoy tea nor coffee. I enjoy soda, which is a bad thing.
There's nothing. Well,
I
I was gonna say there's nothing bad.
I
about
enjoy
soda.
caffeine.
Some of it is bad.
If you know
I
me.
do get caffeine from other sources though than just soda, but it's
Game
probably
fuel.
equally as bad.
Whoa.
Just less bitter.
Oh, hello, Cody.
Okay.
Bat, bat, bat.
This consciousness is brought to you by the letter T.
All right. Ethan, I already. I can hear. I know Justin won't be reading with us, but I see he's. David, you sound ready. Logan, are you ready? All right. I'll just have to take the silence. All right. He actually sounded like he wanted to join, so
Who?
Logan. Just want to give him a chance. I'll message him.
Give us a sign.
With how much biscuit there is, I have an additional treat. I will need to grab another container though.
Oh, so I don't know if you heard. I pretty much have a whole bunch of brie that I've been working through like the last week.
Yeah, I heard him mentions of a brie ramen.
Oh yeah, that was actually pretty good. Did you hear about the prank, David? That we pulled?
Yeah,
No.
I did not.
Okay. So we went
Brie
to.
ramen that Ethan was not happy about.
So we went to. It was like last week. I want to say on the Thursday. That's right. On the Thursday last week, we went to. No, it was like a Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday last week, we went to a chef store for I know you guys are very familiar with chef stores where you get like stuff that's used for like commercial and bulk amount and so Ethan was in high heaven there because he has high standards when it comes to his food, and he could get the high standard when it comes to his food at marginally cheaper than your local grocery store. And
Okay.
something he found was a wheel of brie. Like a good old big wheel of brie. And he was happy.
Fine.
He was telling everyone, like, guys, I got brie. And he was telling his mom, was like, I dare you can't eat that in one sitting. He's like, challenge, Mom. Challenge accepted. I will eat this. But he didn't eat it that day. And so the next day when he's at work, Bro and I get this idea of, we went in, so he had it in the fridge. And, you know, it's not cheap. And so Bro and I went back to that same store and got another wheel of brie. And every day we have this practice of just picking up Ethan from work.
Mhm.
And so he is walking into Ross, and so then I ravel this wheel of brie and take the biggest chunk bite I can. And he comes in, he goes,
Is that my brie?
is that my brie? And I'm like,
And he's just like dodging the question entirely. Like, bro, did you go to the
only
store
proper at this point.
again? Like, unless you went to the store again, I'm pretty sure that's my brie.
And to also preface, Ethan's quite the germaphobe. The moment I took the bite out of that, the whole wheel was tainted. He is not eating the brie. He's like, Corey. And so, like, the whole drive back to the house is just quiet. And I am just, while driving, one hand on the brie, one hand on the wheel. It's like, man, this outer layer is bitter. And so I'm, like, even putting my finger just in the gooey cheese.
Tastes like
It
grass.
tastes like grass. He's like,
You got me good.
Corey, that's my cheese. It's like,
Well, I mean, when you don't make a whole lot of money and the wheel of cheese is like $20, you get a little defensive over the cheese. Especially when you know it's really
Yeah.
tasty.
and so it's like I did all the things to make it so I can prank him without lying. I was like, what are you talking about? I got it from the fridge. So I put the brie in the fridge before we took it over to prank him. But then we land back at the apartment, and he is just fuming. Like, he usually walks with us over. No, he, like, closes the door, and he is walking ahead of us up to the apartment.
Well, part of that was you had said that I didn't purchase it. I was like, I'm pretty sure I purchased that brie. And so then I'm like doubting that I purchased it. I'm like, what? So that's part of the reason why I went for that receipt.
The good form of... So, like, he's, like, going up, and I'm, like, almost about to spill the beans. So I feel like he's about to go into the apartment, look in the fridge, see his brie, but no, he goes for the receipts. He goes, see? I bought this brie. And I was like, no, you didn't. You didn't buy this brie. He's like, oh. So he opens the fridge. And then he's like, you got me.
You got me good.
So
It's not
now,
often you get pranked with cheese.
this last week, I've been trying to figure out good uses for brie.
He's not a experienced cheese eater like me, so he hasn't demolished his
Dude,
brie
I'm an
yet.
experienced cheese eater. I'm not an experienced brie eater because I am not made of money.
Corey,
You've
just
had
need to breathe.
experience with eating cheese, but you are not an experienced cheese
It's not an
eater.
experienced breeder.
Okay, a regular staple growing up was good old bag of chips from the chef store, and I'm talking about like the bag, like it's the size of your chest, right? And then putting mountains of like cheese. Like I eat lots of cheese in my diet. I just don't eat brie.
Cool story, bro.
I do love me some cheese. So now I am.
Corey, now you just need to eat it a big slice of the wheel a day.
I made some really great, actually, stuffed cheese bread yesterday with some of it. That was, man, I It's one of those eating moments where you kind of lose conscience a bit, where you're just so lost in the deliciousness. So yeah, stuffed cheesy bread with brie and mozzarella, and then you do like a nice little garlic butter on the sourdough loaf. That was a win yesterday. The ramen was actually a surprising. It was like a soy sauce ramen, which you might be thrown off by. Like I pretty much pan fried the noodles with some eggs, and then I put brie with it. That was actually pretty good. All right, I think we gave Logan more than enough time to join. So let's pray. I will. David, you don't mind praying us in the scripture? And I'll pray us into communion, and you can pray us out. Ethan?
Works for me.
Perfect.
Dear Lord, we're gathered here now to study your word. So, please, help us understand the message within. Help us take from it the lessons that you need us to learn, so that we might better serve you. So, amen.
Amen.
All right, Ethan.
Hold Cody back from just like getting in
Pouncing you while I'm
prayer
praying.
bubble. It's
All
like,
right.
who are you talking to?
You know, I don't think they had that problem back when they got on their knees to pray during David's time because dogs were not domesticated. But I digress. Let's read.
Yeah. All right. Luke 14, verses 25 through 35. A large crowd was gathering around him. Jesus turned to face them. "If any of you come to me," he said to them, "and don't hate your father and your mother, your wife and your children, your brothers and your sisters, yes, and even your own life, you can't be my disciple. If you don't pick up your own cross and come after me, you can't be my disciple. Don't you see, supposing one of you wants to build a tower, what will you do? You will first of all sit down and work out how much it will cost to see whether you have enough to finish it. Otherwise, when you've laid the foundation and then can't finish it, everyone who sees it will begin to make fun of you. Here's a fellow, they'll say, who began to build what he couldn't finish." Or think of a king on the way to fight a war against another king. What will he do? He will first sit down and discuss with his advisors whether, with 10,000 troops, he is going to be a match for the other side or come in with 20,000. If they decide he isn't, he will send a delegation while the other one is still a long way away and sue for peace. In the same way, none of you can be my disciple unless you give up all your possessions. Salt is good, but if the salt loses its flavor, or its savor, how can it be made salty again? It's no good for soil and no good for manure. People throw it away. If you have ears, then listen.
All right. A delightful, challenging piece. What was said? And got any bubbling thoughts rising out of you?
I just have a thought that, you could just imagine the big crowd and all these families all around, and just a lot of talk of the town, just so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jesus comes here well, for mainly just the first thing about if you don't hate your father and mother, your brothers and sisters, and even your own self, you can't be my disciple. I mean, and then he even says if you don't pick up your own cross, that's actually pretty cool. I'm just now noticing that he says that before even the just him being hung on a cross. So this was probably just like him using pretty big language here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that stood out to me. That he kind of just says that in front of all these people, and you can just imagine how they're all thinking to themselves and thinking to each other, like, what is this guy possibly talking about here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could, you know, you can't know, but possibly assume that a lot of people left at this point.
Mm-hmm. It's a hard private speech to even tell yourself to live the life, laying it down, you know, bending the knee to Jesus, bending the knee to your wealth, bending the knee to the people you love all around. It's like really hard to even like to privately tell yourself that and then privately remind yourself of that. And then turn around and call other people to do it. I'm with you, Logan. What's really interesting during his time is the cross was an instrument to use for non-Roman citizens. Because if you're not a non-Roman citizen, you're considered second class. And so it's like he's even saying carry your second class death march to be my disciple. It's interesting because they're looking to him, hoping Jesus to free them from the Romans who are using the cross as a system of oppression. Here Jesus turns around and goes, you gotta go carry it, brah. And it makes you tell, like, dude, our king had big cojones. Just to, like, straight up. It'll be like, I guess it'll be like I guess in some manner it'll be telling people to, you know, telling black people to carry a lynching rope. I'm trying to think of other systems of symbols. I guess go around carrying around your electrocution chair.
We're telling like the Jewish community to wear the striped pajamas,
Yeah.
the yellow Star of David. It's interesting also, like, just the wording of that. To, like, if you want to come after Jesus, but you don't hate your father, your mother, your wife, your children, your brothers, your sisters, and your own life, like, hate is a really strong word, at least in English. It's like actively despising. But I believe in the context of that language, it's not necessarily like an active kind of action, but more of a disregarding in the sense of like utmost importance.
Mm-hmm.
And so in this case, it's like if you want to be a disciple of Jesus, he is like the most important thing above father, mother, wife, children, brothers and sisters. Like even above your own life. And it's kind of like thinking of, say, the Exodus. Like God's leading his people through the wilderness. If they decide to turn away from him, they're going to perish. Even if they're, wanting to hang out with their own family members and go off on a tangent. If they aren't following God, they're going to die. So it's like following God no matter what. In this case, you have God in the flesh.
And to piggyback off that, you can go all the way back to Eden, where it's actually a good thing to want to elevate your status, to actually be like the gods, to be like God. But the question is, whose wisdom are you going to listen to? And so can you deny yourself so much that you eat from the tree of life, cling to the God of the Bible, or will we seize? Because it's like another passage, be said if someone doesn't take care of their family, they're worthless. So we know, we definitely know this is hyperbole. That's why I like to use allegiance language, I think now, like bend the knee. For me, it helps see 'cause I know my King and he wants us to have flourishing communities, family life. But in the end, it's always who's my knee going to bend down towards in all my choices. I actually also been thinking about, I had a conversation yesterday, and very much self-determination was a huge theme in the conversation. And the friend I was conversing with, self-determination is at the level where they define what their pronouns are, they'll define what they're, all of it. And it's if I look at Jesus and his self-determination, does his self-determination trump my self-determination? Do I have my self-determination bend the knee to King Jesus? And we know King Jesus saw all of Scripture as truth. He said all of it fulfilled him. He fulfilled all of Scripture. So then you can't fulfill lies. So thus we can say that all Scripture is true. So then will my self-determination even bend a knee to the God King of the Bible? All right. Any other thoughts before we move on to commentary?
I mean, we really only went over the first couple verses. There's still quite a bit.
All right. What are your thoughts on the other bit?
Building a tower, part of that is usually when you're doing that, it is kind of a sign of like authority. Like you have this land, this is your land, you're gonna see over it. In this case, he's talking about like, when you go to do that, are you going to, do it in the way that it should be done, where it's like you sit down, consider what it's going to take to do that before you do it. And so in this case, referencing being a disciple, it's like these people that have gathered around him, they've essentially laid a foundation. And I don't think many of them considered the cost of laying that foundation, because like he's mentioned in the previous verse about what it's going to entail. It's like not even counting your life as important. Like the people who have started following Jesus, if they turn around and walk away from him, everyone who knows them knows that they were following Jesus and then turns around, they're going to be like, ha, you followed a false disciple. Because at this point in time, these are all Jewish people. A lot of them probably saw the teachings that Jesus was giving, realized they went against a lot of traditions, which they would have understood to be, sound teaching about the commandments. They would have basically just started laughing at these people following him. Which, if you're trying to build up a reputation as like one of Jesus's followers, like it's going to cost quite a bit. And I think that's even the case in some of our lives. I'm sure some of us, when we came to Christ, family members were like, that's weird. Probably made fun of you, made fun of things that you decided were important. But I think that kind of relates back to, hating your father, your mother, wife, children, brothers, sisters. Because it's like the opinions of those people do not matter if you are actively trying to pursue God. Like if they're going to ridicule you, even though they are sometimes flesh and blood, or they adopted you or have been brought into your family, you do have to kind of choose whether or not you're going to listen to those people. If you listen to them, they're going to turn you away from God. But if you don't listen to them and you keep pursuing God, you're essentially picking up your cross. You're going to be ridiculed publicly at times. Maybe you won't. It depends on the person, how well known you are. But it's not an easy decision to be made.
I also like to add, I think it's the great part about being ambassadors is when people don't, our whole hope is now you could be partakers of the same life.
Mm-hmm.
That's something, especially after the resurrection, is I'm actually living the good life. I don't have, I live as if my items don't rule over me. But this is good. And I will love it if you see this is good too. See our King is good. So, bend the knee.
Another thing that kind of stands out is the salt. Because at one point he says that I believe it's the disciples are the salt of the earth. And I think, I'm not sure if it shows up in this passage or I guess this book or if it's another one, but it says that the disciples specifically are the salt of the earth. And so one interpretation I've heard of that is that the disciples will make people thirsty for Christ, which is essentially what salt does. It makes you thirst for water. And Jesus is like the water of life. And so in a way, these disciples are being sent out into the earth in order to get people to then move towards Jesus. What's interesting is like the previous verse here before, all the salt talk. It says that none of you can be my disciples unless you give up all your possessions. And I think that kind of plays into how the disciples were like salt. If it's bogged down by worldly possessions, it's not really salty. It's not leading people towards Christ. Because people see like all the possessions and they're like, well, you're still living like worldly lives. And so it may not be as effective. But that's not to say that, possessions are inherently evil, because they do have uses. It's just the importance of possessions in one's life can influence the opinions of others.
I think it's connected also to what you use your resources for. You also hear later on Jesus challenging them. And he actually uses the crooked manager as the example in the parable, where he knows his master is going to fire him. So what he pretty much did is he used crookedness to make sure he is always welcome in the house. So when my resources, if I can count it as nothing, I use my resources to always really just be friends, attract others to this delightful kingdom. And here is like, that's even with salt. Like in this ancient time, again, we're talking about the ancient Jewish people where they really believe that the age to come was going to be just a Jewish messianic movement where all the other nations will be blessed, but first it's a Jewish king, dominion, rule, smack down anyone who violates that rule. And here he's saying, he's flipping it upside down. It's like, actually, you need to see your tribe, see your family, your people, even yourself as nothing compared to listening to my teaching. And then now use your resources to make friends with people that you will not even usually be making friends with. Because I think that very much goes in line with the salt, because like, what can I do to always try to be in good relations? And that's always just sharing my abundance whenever I can.
I think one example I can bring up about just possessions with reference to ministry is like there's good usage of possessions, like here for gaming to bring people together, and then having set up so other people can join in and be part of the community. Like that's a good usage of possessions. Like even biscuits,
Mm-hmm.
having stuff to just, you know, make the hangout even better and bring everybody closer to Christ. And then you have the bad usage of possessions, and some really good ones for like examples would be all the prosperity gospel preachers. I'm sure you guys have heard of those people where
Oh,
they bring in like money and get like
I do
big
need
mansions and
I do
private
need to
jets.
ask because Justin does not come from. He's not in the Christian sphere. Do you, when you hear the phrase prosperity gospel preachers, do you understand what that means, Justin?
Well, the short description that Ethan gave about talking about getting money and stuff, definitely brought exactly. That's the term for. That makes sense. That the term for those sort.
Okay.
That.
So yeah, so what I'm hearing is you could pick it up in the cultural context.
Yeah.
In the
Just conversational.
the
context.
context. Okay.
Because they're very common.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
And it's basically because they'll get into positions of power, they've got some pretty decent charisma, and then they'll focus on teaching about like tithing, how it's a good biblical principle. Basically encourage people to contribute to the church, but then all those funds end up in their pockets.
yeah, it's health, wealth, and wellness.
Mm-hmm.
So have you guys ever? I mean, I feel like everyone here has mowed the lawn, or they have used some sort of machine where you have to prime it. Like the reality is our American conscience, we're primed for that sort of preaching. I mean, we are like, hey, if it's actually like, how long are we scrolling to buy something? Like we, it's so quick to think that I have this issue, I'll buy to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Like all our like, if you go overseas, like there's not like here like in the United States of America, we have medicine companies actually advertising directly to you. Like that's that's a conversation between you and your doctor. like overseas, that's weird. And then as we see the commercials, like it is a health wellness dream that they're selling you. I always think is ideal with allergies, and so the moment that I see the person around the sunflowers and grass and it's first cloudy, right? And like I know that feeling. And the moment they show like everything's clear, I was like, I know that feeling. As someone who deals like it's like allergies.
Bro's the target audience.
I am the target audience
man.
for seasonal allergies, man. But
Just getting all the advertisements.
yeah. But we are so trained that if we're bored, we can't heal boredom. We can't feel like we need a formula for health, wealth, and wellness. Health, wealth, and wellness. Like there is some sort of formula, and so prosperity gospels they're so good. As in, like, obviously, I find their message to be absolutely antithetical. They harlot the gospel, but it's so powerful because
Basically, Indulgences 2.0.
Yeah. But yeah,
Which I don't know if everyone knows about those. Indulgences were basically a thing that I think it was the Roman Catholic Church. Basically, they sold. It was effectively tickets to heaven.
tickets through purgatory.
Pretty much.
But yeah, the amount of years, because especially during the 1500s, purgatory was preached in the way that Oh man, we're about to get way deep into
we're
the
we're
weeds.
going off on
'Cause
so many
you said
tangents.
purgatory. Purgatory now is preached as something that is like you get a warm hug from Jesus, like he warm hugs the sin out of you. But purgatory during the medieval Roman age was like, you know, Satan is like poking, you're getting like tortured the sin out of you. And so then, if you don't want your family to go through that, you could give your generous donation to the Catholic Church and take away the amount of years in purgatory, which they had formulas. Okay, but we're getting we're squirreling way away. But yeah, so prosperity gospel is, we're reading this and I was thinking it's like, this is antithetical to a prosperity message. Okay. Any other thoughts? Do you have any thoughts, Logan?
Nope.
Nope. All right. David, Justin, any thoughts? Nope.
That hasn't already been covered.
All right. All right. I'll start the commentary. Who would like to read after me? It's either Logan or David.
I can.
Okay. All right. David, don't mind reading after Logan?
Sure.
And you list to clean house, Ethan? Perfect. Imagine a politician standing on the soapbox, addressing a crowd. If you're going to vote for me, he says, you're voting to lose your homes and families. You're asking for higher taxes and lower wages. You're deciding in favor of losing all you love best. So come on, who's on my side? The crowd wouldn't even bother heckling him or throwing rotten tomatoes at him. They would just be puzzled. Why on earth would anyone try to advertise himself in that way? But isn't that what Jesus is doing in this astonishing passage? Want to be my disciples? Want to be my disciple? Do you? Well, in that case, you have to learn to hate your family, give up your possessions, and get ready for a nasty death. Hardly the way, as we say, to win friends and influence people. But, wait a minute. Supposing instead of a politician, we think of the leader of a great expedition, forging a way through a high and dangerous mountain pass to bring urgent medical aid to villagers cut off from the rest of the world. If you want to come any further, the leader says, you'll have to leave your packs behind. For here on, the path is too steep to carry all that stuff. You probably won't find it again, and you better send your last postcards home. This is a dangerous route, and it's very likely that several of us won't make it back. We can understand that. We may not like the sound of it, but we can see why it would make sense. And we can see, therefore, that Jesus is more like the second person than the first. Since Christianity has often, quite rarely, been associated with what are called family values, it comes as a shock to be told to hate your parents, wife and children, and siblings. But when the instruction goes one step further, the one must hate one's own self and be prepared for shameful death. Take up your cross wasn't simply a figure of speech in Jesus' world. Then we begin to see what's going on. Jesus is not denying the importance of close family and the property of living in supportive harmony with them. But when there is an urgent task to be done, as there now is, then everything else, including one's own life, must be put at risk for the sake of the kingdom.
The same is true of possessions. Many of Jesus' followers then and now have owned houses and lands and have not felt compelled to abandon them. But being prepared to do so is the sign that one has understood the seriousness of the call to follow Jesus. Any of us, at any time, might be summoned to give everything quite literally, and respond to a new emergency situation. If we're not ready for that, we are like the tower builder or warmonger who haven't thought through what they're really about. These two pictures, the tower and the battle, themselves carry a cryptic warning in Jesus' day. The most important building project of his time was, of course, the temple in Jerusalem. Herod had begun a massive program of rebuilding and beautifying it, and his sons and heirs were carrying on the work. But what was it all for? Would it ever be completed? Jesus has already warned that God had abandoned his house. Herod's temple would shortly be left a smoldering ruin, its folly claimed for all to see.
This is not unconnected to the second warning. If Jesus' contemporaries had fighting in mind, the chief enemy against whom they were longing to go to war with was Rome. Yet they probably only had a vague idea of who exactly the Romans were, and what sort of forces they had at their command. Otherwise, long before they came to blows, they would have taken the wise course and found a way to peace. But Jesus' warnings, and his urgings towards peace, were falling on deaf ears. His listeners, too concerned to hang on to their ancestral possessions, were eager for a war that would set them and their land free at last. Jesus was confronting them with a true emergency, and they were unable to see it and respond accordingly. The last warning, therefore, comes with renewed force. Israel is supposed to be the salt of the earth, the people through whom God's world is kept wholesome and made tasty. But if Israel loses her particular ability and flavor, what is left? The warning backs up the cryptic sayings about the tower and the battle, and brings us back to the all-or-nothing challenge. Jesus is facing his contemporaries with a moment of crisis in which they must either be Israel indeed, through following him, or they must face the ruin of the tower and the devastation of the lost battle.
It is not difficult, and Luke may already have had this in mind, to reapply these hard sayings to the ongoing life of the church. At every stage of its life, the church has faced the challenge, not only of living up to Jesus' demands, but of placing them before the world. Where are the towers, and where are the wars that our world is hell-bent on building and fighting? How can we summon the human race once more to costly obedience?
I have things that stood out to me, but I talk a lot, so I'd like to give a moment if anyone else has something bubbling to share. Please share it. And hi, Aiden. Welcome.
Hello. I just got back from my Bible study.
Nice. Well, we're reading Luke 14. You can just see my screen if you want to join. And we're going to take communion after this if you want to get your elements to join us.
Go see if I can find some bread and juice.
Water also works if you don't have juice.
Alright, I'll go look.
All right. All right. Anything to share, my brothers?
I do like how he brought up the fact that Israel probably could not comprehend just how powerful Rome was. Like, I'm sure that, you know, they had an understanding that there were Romans everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you had Paul, who came all the way from, like, I can't even remember exactly where he's at, but he didn't, like, live originally in Israel, from what I understand, but he frequently visited it. But, like, Jewish people even still made their way over to, like, Rome. So I'm sure they had an understanding that the Romans were pretty much everywhere. Like, they probably couldn't go very far without seeing a Roman citizen. But, like, the extent of the Roman army is just insane. Like, even now, in our current, you know, civilization, just learning about the tactics that they had. I would not want to go up against a Roman soldier.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless
Not
I'm,
unless I had a gun.
unless I'm strapped, I'm not going up against one of them.
Just the tactics alone, like keeping loyalty among your troop.
Yeah, and it's like the reason they were so successful is because when they're going up against, another army, the people in the very front, they're the ones who are exerting a lot of force trying to keep the enemy back. But they only last as long as the front line can last. So they have to rotate. If they just shift, like off to the side, that makes kind of a weak spot, and then the enemy can push through. But the Romans, they cycled by slowly bringing their shields forward until they were in the front, and then when they got to the front, they'd basically lower it and pull it back with them, and the next line would come in over them. And so it was just this constant wave of fresh strength in the front of their army. And so they could just last as long as they needed to until that war was won. So I don't know if any Jewish people made their way into the army of the Romans, but just the fact that the Roman army was able to just last as long as it did, that's a little frightening, especially if you're this tiny little country in the Middle East and you've got this massive empire. It is not going to end well.
Yeah.
It didn't end well.
It did not end well.
Sorry, you're saying something? Ian?
I was just studying this recently actually, and the Roman soldiers, they had to like carry like all of their gear and like 20 miles a day. It was like wild.
Yep.
Like they were not allowed to be worn out.
Yeah, and this was before backpacks.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, they would usually carry their gear on a pole, and then when they went to take a break, they could just rest the very end of the pole on the ground and then just keep it upright without having to use a whole lot of energy.
They actually just recently found a fully like intact shield, like one of the only ones in existence.
Oh, that's crazy.
Mm.
I don't remember what museum they said it was going to do, but yeah, it was pretty cool to see they found a fully fledged, I forget what the proper term is, but that wall shield.
Oh, yeah. And what's crazy is those shields, they look like they'd be kind of light, but no. Because they would soak those things in water in order to make them pretty much fireproof for battle, because they're being flaming arrows.
Yeah, carrying around an actual.
Yeah, it looks like they called their shields Aspis, ASPIS.
I think that sounds right.
Yeah, wielded alongside the Dory long spear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right.
Something I'm very thankful for this commentary is I've grown up a tradition, so my brain just defaults to it. Like, we were talking about the general people at the time, but like reading this thing about Tower and the battle, that none of us brought up the cultural context of the time. I was imagining just a general Tower, not the Temple Mount. And even the general war, I was imagining just a general warmonger. And so something I'm very thankful for is that whole like what it meant to the original audience. Like for the original audience, and then it puts the perspective of any idea of God and country that I have. And me having to, even I having to lay down, bend the knee, however that looks. So yeah, here is, in which, yeah. So I think did you miss that part, Aiden, where here in this passage, like it seems for us, I mean it's cryptic, but when he says, supposing one of you wants to build a tower, what would you do? You first sit down and think how much it cost, or if you're thinking of like a king is about to fight a war, would he then consider his army versus their army? If not, then try to make peace.
Oh yeah, I actually I think I'm joined like halfway through the commentary part.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say, like, I think definitely this part we were trying to imagine to make sense in the original context, but here, the tower, because he's, speaking cryptic for his own time, because he's working his way to Jerusalem. He does not want to be labeled, he doesn't want to, like, he is using cryptic ways to even consider, like, to announce himself as the Messiah, especially when he uses the title Son of Man.
Okay.
And so here is like him using cryptic, because he is saying, "Hey, you guys gotta be the people of peace." And then like he'll then and then we know when Jesus comes in riding on a donkey, when they're saying, "Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest," like we think it's just simple prayers, but they're actually saying, "Please save us." They're calling on Jesus to pick up the sword, smack the Romans, and that's why you're like right after.
That's like expectation.
Yeah, and then like right after,
Actually,
Jesus is crying because they're not going to embrace the way of peace.
in this really interesting piece of Jewish, I don't know if it's culture, I think it's tradition. I don't know, modern Jewish something. That I was just watching this YouTuber who happened to be tradition.
Modern Jewish something. That is.
I don't know what the word is, but apparently
You mean
I don't even know what's
like Hasidic or
I
something?
don't know what, but apparently they teach that what's it, that like each generation has someone who could be the Messiah if that generation was worthy. And I was like, what the heck?
Well, I mean, it makes sense. Because I have met people who are still waiting for the Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you if you deny Jesus,
So what this guy said was, well, maybe Jesus was the Messiah for that generation. It was just something interesting that I hadn't heard before.
Yeah, I've encountered someone who's taught that basically, depending on the spiritual state of the Jewish people, that'll influence when the Messiah comes. Like if the Jewish people are not spiritually ready for him, he's not going to come.
Yeah, I always have. It's so interesting, because Jews at this time, really close to Jesus, really believed that he was the Messiah, the Messiah of all Messiahs, right? Like he is the greater David, the greater Moses. And it's always so interesting, hearing and watch people. I guess no better way to say it than using our tongue right now. Gaslight Jesus and the Jewish people of his time and what they believed. It's like when commentaries post Jesus are saved, but really when we're reading the New Testament, we're reading a Jewish commentary. Mm-hmm. It's like, why doesn't their commentary matter? And so I always find that interesting when I hear views like that.
Yeah, it is interesting, and also this guy, I was just talking about, he also said that apparently everything in Judaism, if it is not incredibly clearly written, there's a debate over it.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. Well,
Which, having also gotten to know a Jewish Messianic rabbi, I could definitely say I see that.
yeah. Well, it also just comes from, like, because the writings we have is written as a narrative. When it gives a law in the First Testament, it then shows the Israelites breaking that law.
Yeah.
And so, like, we know for sure all the laws, like, all the laws that was given from Yahweh to the Israelites, we don't have all the laws. Like, there is, like,
Oh, yeah.
and so it makes sense that if one is trying to live out all of this Mount Sinai covenant laws, you gotta make a lot of guesses, like, of the gray area that is in that, and what is best Yahweh's will.
Do you ever, like, just read the Old Testament and go, like, what are these idiots doing? And they're like, oh, wait, that's, like, totally me, too.
Oh, that's the beautiful part of the meditational literature is you're pointing your finger going, those silly gooses, and then you're like, I'm the silly goose.
Right.
Kind of wish the Bible actually, like, honked at you. Anytime you...
Isn't there, like, a famous saying, it's like, if you point one finger, there's
Oh,
two
yeah.
pointing back at you or something?
There's, like, 4 pointing back at you.
Or, I have to look at my hand. I think it's 3. I'm
Oh,
pretty
3,
sure
yeah, you're
It's
right.
3.
looking at my hand.
Well, that's a skill issue. Just like the other fingers pointing down.
You know what I do?
That's why you do knife hands.
I point with my full hand.
Boy!
All right. Any extra thoughts, my brothers? All right. Since nothing is just bubbling out, let's hit the communion. And I said I'll pray communion, right? And I asked you to pray us out? Yeah, okay.
I'll finish.
Okay. Well, all right. I imagine everyone has their elements. Anyone needs to run and get it?
You open it up, and then surprisingly, it
shot.
just has carbonation now.
All right. Yeah, I will pray us in. For people that this matters. King Jesus, you're holy. Holy and amazing. As we read, gosh, your wonderful words, I always thank you, King Jesus, that when you call us to submit, bend the knee, to live life as if our materials, families, possessions are second next to you. We just take this moment and say, so thankful that you lived that. You are not some sort of leader who calls his followers to give all their possessions, and then that leader then makes a stockpile and then enjoys luxury while everyone is eating, living nothing. You are our King who knows what it's like to be a suffering servant, to lay down all possession, to lay down even one's life in submission. We thank you for this beautiful narrative, the true narrative. We cannot come across, I can't come across any ancient religion, even made up ones today, where you have a God creator being who is 100% of power, who also then deals with wickedness 100%, and also it's just a being of just humbleness. I'm so thankful that you're it. Thank you that our faith is always tested, so we can always engage everything around us. And once we engage everything around us and let those other false narratives rear their ugly head, we can just see you beaming, King Jesus. So right now we're going to take this bread that symbols the flesh that and the blood that you just let rip and spill, bleed out. Thank you for bearing the cost. I'm so thankful. And may we just embody thankfulness together as we take this moment. And thank you, King Jesus, that from your death and resurrection, Eden life just exploded on the scene. It is continually exploding. Where you see where there wasn't the church and the church is exploding. Justice, radical generosity, love and grace, just you bring dead, dread bones to life. I just sit here in thankfulness of that. Amen.
Amen. Biscuit.
It's a good biscuit, Ethan. Thank you.
It's a good biscuit.
That's good. Grape kombucha, Ethan. Thank you.
You're welcome.
The honey.
It is.
Can we put like the honey on the edge so that there's no chance of that dropping on the mouse pad?
That's true. Just stick it in there.
Thank you. Are you?
Pickled glob. And this is the good honey.
This your raw honey?
Wait, why are you getting food stuff at a clothing store?
No. Discount store. Even though it says dress for less. Although it doesn't specify what you're dressed in. So we are currently dressing this biscuit in honey.
He's got a point. And just to confirm.
Actually, I don't have a point. Corey had a point because he was holding a knife. Although it was a very dull point because it's a butter knife.
Corey, my monster says 16% juice, so that counts, right?
There you go.
It is acceptable.
Are you taking your communion in a worthy manner in honor of our God King? Then
Oh,
yes.
Absolutely.
Then yes. If you're taking it in an unworthy manner, then check yourself, my brother. That's my answer. And I know you are taking a worthy manner. I don't have to doubt that you are.
You know what's interesting now that I think about it? There's some weeks that I end up taking communion 3 times.
Those are good weeks.
They are good weeks indeed.
It was a very good week.
Yeah, just when certain things line up, like on certain weeks when I'm doing stuff in the church, just depending on where I am. Sometimes it just falls that I end up doing it twice at church and then once here on occasion.
You're not here, Aiden, so you just didn't see my fail. I'm gonna dip this bread in the honey the honey is like,
No.
the moment you have touched me, you're not leaving this glob, and so I had to use a knife to scoop up scoop up my biscuit from the honey.
Or,
The honey was like,
or,
welcome to the confines of your new home. That's some good honey.
Very flavorful.
Mm-hmm. It's sweet, like honey, but it's smoother. It is smooth honey.
When
Is
you
it
said
like
that,
honey
I just
but with
imagined-
water added?
No, this is some German honey.
When you said that, I imagined like
So the bees are German?
Mm,
maybe
yes,
the flowers.
and not just German. They are German Jewish bees.
Oh. So it's kosher.
Indeed.
If Ethan's having it, it's either vegetarian or kosher.
Kosher bees.
Wait. Everything that is vegetarian is kosher, right?
Yes, vegetarian food items are like a subset of the
I
kosher
was gonna say, I
diet.
didn't remember anything.
I mean, isn't it vegan? Because you haven't mentioned stuff that comes
Yeah.
from animals.
So vegan is like a stricter version of vegetarian diet, which is
Yeah,
a stricter
that's what I'm
version
saying,
of the
like,
kosher
isn't like
diet.
some animal products that aren't kosher.
Like, I think, because like vegetarians.
So
like,
vegetarian by
So vegetarians will not eat any like animal flesh or things made like
yeah, I'm talking
directly
about, like,
from
cheese and
parts of the
milk,
animal,
eggs.
but they will eat like cheese and dairy. But those items also need to be vegetarian, so they can't contain any like parts of the animal itself. So a lot of cheeses will use rennet, which is usually made from like the stomach lining of I think it's sheep,
And most people
pigs,
don't really
goat,
think about that part.
cows. So you have to get vegetarian cheeses if you're doing a kosher diet or vegetarian diet. And then the vegans are just like no animals, no animal products. Which for some
Animals
reason
made by
also
animals.
includes honey.
Yeah. Because you're exploiting the labor of the bee. I'm pretty sure that's like
The bees
actually
that-
an argument.
It sounds like they just need to
They
make
mean their excrement, which is pretty much their
Which-
leftover.
It's funny
and their
because
honeycomb.
it is impossible to exploit the labor of bees because if they do not like where they're at, they will literally just get up and leave.
Yeah.
Like that's one of the issues
Like,
that
that's the actual
beekeepers have.
Actual understanding of the argument is it's like it's unfair treatment of the bees.
I mean,
Nah.
the harvesting itself, you have to be careful.
If we're going at that route, isn't it unfair treatment of the plants then?
Exactly.
If my
Did you
opinion-
ask them if it's okay to step on them?
Guys, my opinion is that vegans should drive cars because fossil fuels come from animals, right from dinosaurs.
Or plants. Actually, it's
But what if
Actually,
it
well,
it
there's
is
condensed waste.
part of all cars anyways, because the whole bioethanol E85 stuff that gasoline is nowadays.
Hold on. So vegans are against the killing of animals.
Or
So-
But they'll use dead animal products, yeah.
So my question
in
is,
America.
in this case, if a vegan is driving along a road and they see a deer that was hit by another car, could they technically
Uh-oh.
eat that deer? Because they did not kill it.
Oh goodness. You see, that's definitely not fair.
well, this is why we serve a God King.
Well, I mean,
This is why we
If
serve.
it was a deer and it was hit by a car, it's just dead. If you get to it soon enough, I think that would technically be kosher.
When this is why we serve a.
I mean, it's just, it
depends
might
on
be
how they
a little
define the
damaged.
reasons of why they're
That's-
vegan.
That's why
Some
everything.
people do it for health reasons, for
That's why we serve.
misleading purposes. Some people are. It just depends on the reasoning of why they're vegan.
The reasoning?
No, this is why we serve a God King, because it's like, take kosher for instance. Like, you're not supposed to do any labor, but does that mean you can't turn on the lights on Shabbat? Does that mean you can't even drive? It doesn't even mean you can't even drive a car, because having a car utilizes the insurance, which then having the
Yeah,
insurance.
that's not how you define work.
No,
Especially
no,
like
you can't drive a car on
electricity isn't
Shabbat
working
because
as
there's
energy,
combustion,
not,
which is making a fire. So to answer your question, no driving on Shabbat.
So,
Unless you're doing Shinuia.
It doesn't only is.
so
Oh, hold on.
Would it could
I have a
because
good-
those aren't
good
actually
meme.
lighting things on fire. That's just heating tungsten filaments really, really hot. But
Oh,
it's
it's
not
like basically
doing work
fire.
on them.
Also says to check your phone.
okay.
Like LED bulbs are actually no whatever. I'm going into electricity, the electrician talk here. This rate. Don't mind me. Also I'm gonna be a kid for it.
Alright, I'm about to get wrecked again, probably, by some thing in shape of dreams now.
With regards to driving on Shabbat, here you go. Here you go.
hmm
So there's like a bunch of comments on that as well, with some funny workarounds.
All right.
Like,
So Elsie messaged me and asked if I could pick her up from a friend's house. So I'm gonna serve and quickly do that, and they're not too far, so I'll be gone for about 10-20 minutes. If you guys want to do a run without me, that makes sense, or if you guys wait, cool. But I'll be back. This is one of those serving neighbor moments.
All right, I'm gonna send y'all the photo I showed Corey with regards to the driving a car on the Sabbath. I came across it like last week. I was like, this is hilarious. Which also serves to show that everything in Judaism is like a debate.
Has a debate. Okay.
And then let me find the context as well. Or I guess the definition of it. Alright, so now you can see what I was laughing at.
Shinui.
Shinui.
Interesting. Huh. Oh, wait. Wait just a second. That picture is very interesting.
It is very interesting. I really want to know how that happened, but I don't think I will ever find out.
Yeah. That is. See, the car didn't. See, the car is not like ragged. It's just like on its side.
Yeah.
So I think it's not as crazy as your initial thought.
Oh, fully rack.
Naturally, or if Cody was trying to get it.
No, it rolled off.
Felt naturally. Okay. I'll be back.
Yeah, that photo reminds me of a funny video I saw online where this guy pranked his friend by getting an exact copy of his car and just moving his friend's car like out of the parking lot and replacing it with the new car, but completely flipped upside down.
Yes. So at my high school, a number of years ago, I don't know how many years ago, for a senior prank, they disassembled the principal's car and reassembled it on the roof of the school.
That is gold. Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
Don't ask me how they got it up there, even with it disassembled. What? It happened.
So, how'd they get it down?
I was not told the rest of that story. I don't know. I heard everyone got in trouble though.
Dude, that's worth it though. That is a top-notch prank. I don't think I have heard of any of them that are better, except maybe like, I don't know if someone actually did it, but the greased pigs with the numbers 1 and 3 on there. But there's only 2 of them. So they just keep
So
looking for the other
third
one.
Alright. That is also funny.
Another fun one I've heard of is the anti-prank, where everyone just carries around a random item until like the school like makes a policy about it.
Yeah.
Like I think one school did like a banana, and then possibly the same school did like a gallon of water, and then the school's like, no carrying water, because they didn't know what the
You know
kids were
what's
going
funny?
to do.
It was funny. There was actually people that would carry around a gallon jug of water at my school when I was in high school. Like that's just what they drank it out of.
Well, hey, it's efficient.
Yeah, it really sure is. Justin, wait, is Justin back?
I don't know.
Sounds like not.
I see someone in the chat. Probably looking for Corey.
Someone where? Oh, in the chat.
Yeah. Not sure if they can hear me or not, but he's going and picking someone up. He'll be back. I'll take that as a no. They can't hear me. Ah, that's why. This morning was fun. I made some soup like a day and a half ago, and then heated it up and brought it with me to work. And then I made some tea as well, and forgot to bring it with me. So I had
Or it's right.
no caffeine with me on my
Oh,
way to
no.
work.
That's
So
unfortunate.
had to make an emergency stop at the vending machine to get a Mountain Dew. Not ideal, but it worked. A little bit.
You know what? Better than nothing.
Oh yeah. Coffee would have been my initial pick, but I still had leftover soup, and it was in the pot that I needed to boil water in.
I am fortunate enough to have never had any sort of caffeine problems. I just, if I'm tired, maybe I pop an energy drink. Maybe I don't, and just deal with it.
Oh, they can hear me. Awesome.
Wait, Corey's not here. We can say all sorts of crazy
All
things.
right. We can say all kinds of crazy things.
Can't do anything about it.
But to answer your question, it was a lentil soup. Homemade lentil soup. Man, this is a top tier chat right now. Mm. Man, it's a computer. I've been there. Autocorrect is not very friendly.
Or my favorite is when you try to use the text to speak, or the speech to talk to text.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
You're like, that is not remotely similar to what I just said.
Yeah. I definitely get that with Duolingo.
Yes.
Trying to pronounce the word, and it's like, it's doing better now. It picks up like every other word.
Yeah.
Man.
But then it'll just be like, oh yeah, good enough. Even though it will say you missed parts of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh no. The cat. The cat has awoken.
The cat.
The
Right, I
cat.
totally forgot about the... See, I'm still imagining Corey at his old place.
Oh, the cat has been very vocal and very needy. And my sister's like,
I feel like there's,
oh yeah, I know the solution. So she went and got the cat spayed. And the cat seems to be doing better now. Or at least was doing better, because now it's like, where's the attention?
Yeah.
Poor cat.
Yeah, poor cat. But also, there's a lot of wild ones, or like strays, so it's probably for the best. Also,
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like my sister's keeping the cat too, so. At least
I better
it's
hear
not
some
as
cat
bad
noises
now.
from your guys' microphone at least once a week. Then,
Oh, the cat?
yes.
Yeah, it's a loud cat.
I'm expecting to hear at least cat noises at least once a week, and that was you or Corey.
Here, let me see if I can get the cat on the mic.
I've owned a cat that has been needy. It doesn't matter if they're fixed. That only slows them down temporarily until they're like, oh, this is a normal time now.
I'm standing right
Hey.
next to the door, and it's like trying to swat at me from underneath the door.
And that's when I'd play with it.
Oh, that's what I'm doing right now.
Do you have a laser pointer?
No, but my sister does.
Oh, you should pick one up. Maybe Cody will also play with it too.
Oh yeah, yeah, he will. He's
So you should get one for your
Special.
dog and end up using it for mostly for the cat.
perhaps. Where in the world is that dog? There he is. Hi, Cody. Ooh, I still have kombucha. What kind of dog? He is a mix. He is
I would hope so. If you was
Half-
a purebred, I would be very disappointed in you.
purebred would be crazy. No, he's half golden retriever and half crackhead.
Is that an actual breed?
I think so.
Exhibit A.
Loads up photo of Cody. See, you can see it in his eyes.
But golden retrievers are very energetic in general. So.
Oh yeah, this dude
The golden
loves.
retriever is the crackhead breed.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah,
Is he a
Cody.
big dog or a small dog?
He's definitely not small. He is. It's probably like 35 to 40 pounds. It's like, he's got decent heft.
I'm saying, like, is it like Corey's dog size or
Bigger.
normal Bloomberg?
Probably have a
much
photo of
bigger?
him somewhere. I can send to the group chat.
But yeah, I was saying it's a good thing if it's a mud or a mix because purebreds have a lot of health issues and is very bad thing that's portrayed as a desirable thing in dogs.
So he's
Purebreds are
chilling on a
unfortunately-
gaming chair in this photo. So it makes him look a little bit larger just because it's kind of closer to the camera, but here's Cody.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a bigger dog. Then, okay, that also gives me like, I guess I just got so used to Corey's dog being as small as Augie is.
Oh yeah,
And that's just what I was mentally because it really The small dogs like that are super energetic, too. Hyper a lot of the time, too.
Oh yeah, yeah. The tiny dogs, they have to make up for their size with their bark, which is why you hear Chihuahuas just absolutely going off. Which, surprisingly, Cody is a very quiet dog. Which is really weird because the last 2 dogs I've had, they'll hear like a sound outside the front door and they'll just start barking.
I think it's partially just like difference in like personality of the dogs, but also where they grew up. Like, I'd assume if it's in a noisy area, they'd be more used to not freaking out over the smallest things because it's nothing.
No, I think it really has to come down to the breed. Because
I'm saying it's breed and like just the whole nature versus nurture. I'm saying it's both.
well, yeah, but I think it's also breed plays a lot into it. Because whatever Cody is mixed with, that's the thing that's causing him not to bark as much. Because the last 2 dogs I've had, they've all been in like the same exact environments.
I meant like when they're born, growing up, sort of thing. I don't know how young or
I
old
got Cody in it was 2022, but he was like 3 months old at the time. And it was growing up in pretty much the same environment as my other dogs. They were all kind of like well, I guess the first one we got him when he was like a couple years old. But the second one we got him when he was like 6 months. So still about the same duration of time, give or take.
Really need a heating item.
But those tiny dogs, oh boy, they are funny. And my first dog, he was a cat. He was a cat in a dog's body.
A dog-shaped cat.
A dog-shaped cat, yes. He did not like water. He was scared of thunder and loud sounds. He did not like to have any, like, dog sweaters or vests put on him. Like, you put it on him and he'll just, like, stand
Honestly,
there
I would,
completely frozen.
I wouldn't blame any dog for not wanting that stuff on them.
Oh, yeah. He was very much a don't touch me kind of dog. Kind of like how cats are. Like, they'll like attention, but only when they initiate the attention. Otherwise, they're like, I will destroy you.
Yeah.
But the biggest piece of evidence that I have for why my dog was actually just a cat is he would catch mice.
He was a hunter at heart.
Indeed, he was.
Which, to be fair, there's a lot of dog breeds that are also just hunter breeds.
Yeah, and I mean, technically it was his breed, or I guess half of his breed. He was a schnoodle, so he was mixed with a schnauzer, which schnauzers are the ones that'll go after mice, other rodents.
And I mean, to be fair, like if it's a hunting one, it'd probably want to be mostly like left alone for the like hunting like this. So I guess that's like is that like side of the breed like very much closer towards like wolves or something?
I mean, he was kind of wolf shaped, just incredibly small. Like you've seen Augie before, like in person, right?
Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah.
He kind of has that, or had that personality. And then kind of that size, he's probably a little bit longer, but then obviously much taller. Because Augie is like wiener mix. All right, I got no idea what we're doing other than waiting for Corey.
I don't know what you're doing either. I haven't heard from Corey in a while, so I've just been playing Risk of Rain.
Oh, cool.
I've just been
Greatest
playing Shape of Dreams.
I've just been chilling.
Big chilling?
I've just been waiting for
Oh, yeah.
the second coming, as you know. I'm
The
ready to
second
down.
coming. Hey, that's one
Yeah.
thing we have in common with the Jewish people. We're both waiting for our Messiah.
Ah, yes.
But Aiden, do you have Risk of Rain to install?
Oh, I think so.
Plot twist, he actually
I know
just has the
Ethan
great
does.
value version. Chance of precipitation.
Ah, yes. Although I'm kind of getting... I don't even know what's happening. Why is... I got like the worst
Hey, he's back.
start.
This one and this are not
Back
tracked.
again?
That one's tracked.
Guess who's back?
And Corey's back?
On
Again.
that note, I did...
I was confused.
Corey's back.
Yeah.
It looked like
Tell your friends.
pile stuff, and I was like, I'm not going to do
No,
anything
the
about
one
this.
closest to the door.
Well, are they playing Overwatch with you?
Hey, girl.
Yes. Yes.
They're not the... Okay. They're actually going down with it. I haven't played Overwatch in a while, and I don't plan on changing it.
I haven't played Overwatch. And I probably
I
won't.
used to play it a lot.
Oh, you're missing out on the game made by a very reputable company known as Blizzard.
Oh,
It was
fine.
You know,
bought
at
by
one
an even
point
more
they
reputable
were.
company named Activision.
Sally, like maybe the very beginning,
Overwatch
like
was
any.
actually a really good game, and that was before Blizzard went completely down the hole.
Yeah.
When the
And
game
they
came out.
dropped in the knees repeatedly in the name of
Huh?
esports.
Yeah.
But it also come out how, you know, how they treated the other, especially other females
Yeah.
and things.
But I just been like Overwatch 1 and...
No, you're just talking about Overwatch in general. Oh, okay. I was talking about.
Yeah.
I came in and I was like, there kind of were questionable ethics from pretty early on.
No,
I just been like
Blizzard never-
2015 and stuff. It was before a lot of that stuff came to light in around 2018, 2019.
All right. I see Ethan's still eating biscuit. So, when Ethan's done eating, do you guys, Justin and David, do you guys like to do another run?
I'm probably going to be done after this little piece.
Okay. David, Justin, would you guys like to do another run in Rogue Simulator?
Probably not tonight.
Not tonight? Okay.
What time is it?
Yeah,
10:06.
I felt way too much like those like hack and slash stuff that doesn't really stick with me either. It's like hack and slash is fine, but it's like the too beat 'em up esque in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I have a heart. I think I will enjoy it more now that we've taken off the shaking. It's just one of those games that I have to play multiple times for my brain. My brain registers what to filter out and what to filter. It's I don't know about you guys, but it's like my brain tries to like pick up everything on the screen, and I'm like, what am I like? Where? What? Huh? Who? Is that just me? Am I the only one who's feeling it during that game?
I end up feeling that with a lot of that genre of game if it's like with multiple people. So I can't say it's just you, but also I can't deny it might just be you.
Okay.
Inconclusive opinion over here. So I do want some fire just for
All right. So if Dave is tapping out, is there Justin?
Aiden is leaving also.
Aiden's leaving too.
Yeah, I did promise someone I'd play Overwatch with them. But
Which
by
is
all
by
means,
the
as much as
Overwatch
that
came
part
out.
loves that game, he can join whenever. I can pull the spot open for you on the party.
Oh man, I love you, Aiden, but do you want? I'll just like put
I
you in
would
the
not
grave right
play-
now.
Like if I ever did
You
play
might want
Overwatch
to
again,
taste
it would
good
not
with
be in
that.
ranked, first of all.
Some of that.
It would almost exclusively be in Mystery Hero.
Oh
I
man,
made a platinum.
Rick and Morty. I mean, no, not Rick and Morty. The regular show came up, and you're like, "What will taste good with that?" And my brain goes, "My mom." So I'm like listening to you, and like that's going on in my head.
You know who else likes brie? My mom!
That's when you start taking off your shirt and doing the whole woo, woo.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
and then Corey, while I'm still here,
Yes.
did we give up on Group Dawn, or are we still gonna try to figure that out at some point?
Give up on what?
On Grim Dawn, because the multiplayer thing, or are we still gonna go for it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm
Okay,
not.
that's the same conclusion me and Justin came up with earlier when we were playing.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
like, oh, I don't know.
just. You're doing Overwatch right now, so whenever we walk together and go.
He's not asking right now, Corey. He's
I know.
not in-
Yeah, I was
I mean,
asking.
I'm down trying it. I also know like that kind of fizzled, and so that's when we're like, how about we just do Halo together?
Oh, right, that's what it was. See, I couldn't remember if we gave up on it or not. That's what I was asking. I remember Halo now, which reminds me, I should probably install it just so I have it.
We should play Curse Halo.
It's like all schools enabled or something like that.
Curse Halo is a very old, like, meme joke mod from, like, ages that's really well
Hmm.
known for that game. It's, like, really old, though. Like, but yeah, definitely not first playthrough of Halo 1.
Hmm.
I remember as a kid watching.
Or Corey, if you really want to suffer, we could try waiting until they re-release the campaign for the 5th time. I'm joking, by the way.
Guys, if
I'm not paying
really
for
want
a
to
campaign.
suffer, we could play High Guard.
All right.
I'm
Let's
still
see how
talking about
Corey
Halo.
responds.
Is it like they're remaking the Halo 1 campaign for the like unironically the 3rd time?
I heard that they
It's
made.
gonna be like straight dopamine.
What was it? I heard they made
is that
High Guard
quick?
5v5 now. Like, yes, they did. I'm looking at the Steam page right now. They did
Wow.
improving 3 to 5v5 because no one likes 3v3.
So,
Who would have thought a giant mass with 3 people wouldn't go well?
Wait. It says we're
Or 6
excited to
people.
drop an experimental 5v5 raid playlist, a new base, and a bunch of performance improvements for 3v3. I feel like making 3v3 5v5 is the performance improvement.
Little Goldie.
Ethan, Justin, we guys like to do maybe the Run a Risk Rain 2? Or Binding of Isaac. I think you got Binding of Isaac, right, Ethan?
I got both.
What do you guys prefer, Risk
I mean,
Rain
I'm
2?
down with Risk Rain too.
I'd play some Risk of Rain too.
Let's do it.
Also,